शाराद्रिसङ्काशगौरं कबीरं मनोभूतकोटि प्रभाश्रीशरीरं स्फुरन्मौलिकल्लोलिनी चारुगङ्गा लसत्फालबालेन्दुकण्ठे भुजङ्गा.
A warm welcome to all the devotees on Raksha Sutra English. We are going to narrate wonderful holy stories to all the devotees from the book Miracles of Love by Ramdas Ji, an exclusive devotee of Maharaj Ji. Please listen carefully, all the devotees. A devotee from Allahabad said he had met Maharaj Ji 40 years before. He was traveling at night and he had become totally lost when he suddenly saw a cave with a light in it. As he approached the cave, he discovered Maharaj Ji sitting there. Maharaj Ji gave him food and after the meal said, "You are lost, go in that direction." In about 15 paces, the devotee suddenly saw the village. But when he turned around, the cave and the terrain of the cave were no longer there. Maharaj Ji often called one devotee a poor man to accompany him on long pilgrimages. The devotee always agreed without a complaint, although he often had to borrow money to finance these trips. Once Maharaj Ji asked him to come to Badrinath. Before leaving, the man pointed to the small picture of Maharaj Ji on their puja table and told his wife that for any reason she wanted to communicate with him while he was gone, she should address herself to Maharaj Ji's photo, since the two would be together. A few days later, high in the Himalayas, Maharaj Ji suddenly turned to this devotee and said, "Why have you come here?" The devotee replied that he had come at Maharaj Ji's request. Maharaj Ji said, "At your home there is no dal, no flour, nothing. Your wife is very worried because there is nothing to eat and you are far away. You should have at least provided bread for them to eat." But Maharaj Ji's presence had an intoxicating effect upon people. Their worries vanished and they felt that he was taking care of everything for the best. Half an hour after he had berated the devotee for leaving his wife without food, Maharaj Ji shouted out, "Food has come, they have got food. The Kashmiri mother gave it to them, don't worry." When he returned, the devotee questioned his wife. She said that when the food had finally run out, she had gone to Maharaj Ji's picture and told him that there was no more food in the house. Within a few minutes, a rich neighbor who treated her like a daughter came to the house with bags of flour, rice, dal, and so forth. She went to the picture and thanked Maharaj Ji. Once Maharaj Ji saved me for a snake bite. I was passing the winter in a tiny room in Haldwani, where I was just talking with someone when suddenly I left off in mid-sentence for no accountable reason. I turned around and looked into my room. It was very strange. A snake was crawling into the room, and once inside it crawled under a gunny sack. I thought, why was it that I turned around just then? It must be Neem Karoli Baba's doing. Even though physically Maharaj Ji was hundreds of miles away, I also thought that it must be a poisonous snake. Otherwise, there would be no reason for Maharaj Ji to show it to me. I very carefully put the snake in a canister and released it outside. About 5 years later, I was complaining to Maharaj Ji that he wasn't helping me in any way or protecting me. I was having too many troubles. Maharaj Ji said, "Why I saved your life once? I saved you from the snake. I had known in my mind that he had done it. Such things do not happen by accident." One dark, rainy night at Kanchi, Maharaj Ji woke up several devotees and said there was a jeep half a mile up the road that was stuck. He said to take tea to the passengers. The devotees went running because he told them to hurry. Maharaj Ji wanted them to go up where there was no path. They found the jeep with 4 women and a man stranded there with no blankets. Maharaj Ji sent even more devotees up to the jeep, saying to them that tea will be cold. Bring them more tea. When the people were finally brought to the temple, Maharaj Ji said, "I used to visit the home of these women 30 years ago, and they gave me a blanket and were kind." He gave them blankets and they remembered him from before. Normally, when Maharaj Ji was away, he would send his blessings from where he was. He wouldn't go to the phone. But while I was away for 6 months in 1967, he visited my family in Kanpur practically once a month. While I was in Germany, my colleague and I were thinking of buying a car for that time and selling it later. We would already decided on the car, which we were determined to buy on Sunday. On Saturday, we didn't normally get any mail delivery, but this day before the sale, a letter came from my wife. She said, "Maharaj Ji has come today. He says that you are going to buy a car and that you shouldn't do that. If you have any such intentions, Maharaj Ji's order are to give them up." I told my friend that the deal was off and that if he brought it, I wouldn't travel with him. How did Maharaj Ji do this? He came one morning to visit my family and he asked my wife to write that letter. He said he will do something foolish. Forbid him. He went away and after 2 hours came again and asked her if she had written the letter. She hadn't. He said, "Well, I am going to stay here until you write that letter and post it, otherwise it will be too late." Only when it was posted did Maharaj Ji leave. It could have reached us on Monday, but it came in time. That was the first and last time the mail came on Saturday afternoon. That was His grace. But why did he bother to come all the way from Kanchi to tell my wife? If he wanted, there were enough people right in front of him to bother with. Why did he think of me? Faith, no fear. Section is long, so further stories will be narrated to all devotees in next episode. To listen the wonderful holy stories of Maharaj Ji, please like, share, subscribe the channel and don't forget to ring the bell icon. Write in the comment box Jai Neem Karoli Baba Ji Maharaj and Jai Ramdas Ji.